Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyon and I am an intuitive business coach and tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your business block reading for August 2021. So you're ready to see what could be blocking you from success in your business, Capricorn? Let's get cracking. So we start with the overarching energy for the month, which is Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Ooh, that's nice. Bit jealous there. And we've got a Work Your Light card here from Rebecca Campbell, and this is Don't Dim to Fit In. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This is a really important message. Rebecca always uses the analogy of a flower. A flower blooms when it's ready. It doesn't care whether people like it or not. It just does what it does. It doesn't change itself. You know, a rose is a rose is a rose. It doesn't say, well, I don't really feel like I'm doing really well as a rose at the moment, so I think I'll change and be a peony. The flowers just bloom and that's it. And this is a message to you to say it's time for you to just bloom. There's a lot of times when we feel we have a message and we don't share it because we're worried about what other people will say. We don't want to appear different. But dimming to fit in is not the answer, because we can't become a leader. You know, we've got an important message. We all have an important message. We've all been sent here with a job to do. And if we start dimming our light, then we don't attract people. And I feel like this is definitely a message to you now that says it's time for you to start attracting people with your message. Don't worry about the people that don't like your message. Stuff them. You know, the people that do need your message are there and they're waiting for you. And that is the message for you this month. So let's get started with the rest of this reading. We've got the Three of Shells. In your present, playfulness and bliss. This is about social groups, friends, celebrations and good times. That sounds really, really exciting. I know the feeling of this has been coming up a lot. This card has been coming up a lot of social cards, because I think a lot of lockdowns are lifting and that sort of thing, and we're starting to be able to mix again. People are being encouraged, I know in the UK, to go back to work in the offices and stuff. And in some respects that's a really good thing. You know, people have been able to bounce ideas off each other again. And I think that's probably what's going to happen here for you, Capricorn. You know, there's going to be opportunities for you to be meeting new people, socialising, bouncing ideas off other people. What's crossing you? Ooh, the Chariot. The Chariot. Okay. This is your challenge or possible obstacle. This is about discipline and determination. It's about you being in control. It's about you focusing. Now, because it's crossing you, I would say to be careful that you are not too controlling, that you don't take that too far. It can also be about being a little bit undisciplined. You know, because it's crossing you, we have to look at both aspects of the card. Is it that you are a little bit undisciplined, that maybe you're doing too much enjoying yourself with these people instead of actually buckling down and getting on with the work that is at hand? So just be careful of that, Capricorn. The root of any of your problems, the Six of Crystals, synergy and gratitude. This is about generosity, kindness, abundance, accomplishment and give and take. This is usually what is going on in your subconscious mind, and quite often I need to do a little bit of clarification to work out what the exact root of any sort of problem might be. The Six of Crystals is a fairly positive card, so I'm not entirely sure at this point what that means, but we'll clarify that. What needs healing in your childhood or distant past? The King of Shells. This is a guy who is about being very controlling of his emotions. This could be somebody that has been in your past that's controlled their emotions and not shared with you their love. He's a card that is very much, he's quite a constructive card. He's got a lot of, you know, it talks about harmony and energy. He's not a particularly bad person. And sometimes I have to explain, you know, this what needs healing in your childhood or distant past need not necessarily be a deep trauma. For some people it is. For some people, deep trauma creates fears, limiting beliefs, negative thoughts and self-sabotaging behaviours. But sometimes when I look at these sorts of readings, it can just be a little bump in the road that you had a couple of years ago that has given you a lack of confidence or whatever. This King of Shells, he's definitely a person that he's quite healing. And I don't know if this is a person or if it's you yet, but we'll carry on and see where we go. In the recent past, we've got the Six of Shells. A lot of shell energy actually there, isn't there? The Six of Shells, this is about cooperation, working well together. But it can also be tied in with childhood memories as well, sentiment there. There's a lot of collaboration, I feel, in this reading so far. There's a lot of working with others. And then Spirit's just said to me the King of Shells is a solo person. He is not one for swimming with the tide, is what I was just told. Which I think don't dim to fit in. Might fit in with that. Maybe that's what's been going on. Maybe there's been some dimming to fit in going on. And that's what's been needing to be sorted out in the distant past. Your conscious focus is the Ace of Crystals. This is about financial opportunities, prosperity. This kind of card, this card comes up a lot in this position because most of us are consciously focusing in business on manifestation and prosperity, so there's absolutely no surprise there. What I usually find with the business blocks is that this card can be in direct conflict with our search for prosperity. And I don't actually feel like it is this time. I'm getting the feeling that actually this is not a root of any sort of problem. I feel like your subconscious mind is actually focusing on gratitude. Yeah, it's all in alignment with the Six of Crystals and the Ace of Crystals. I don't feel like there is any real sort of conflict going on here, actually. Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are both really looking at the same things. I think you've been developing an attitude of gratitude, which also helps with manifestation. You know, if you can go around feeling grateful for what you have, then more of it will come to you. So I don't feel like this is actually, your subconscious mind is causing any sort of business block this month. You got the Queen of Shells here. Peace and compassion. But in the near future. She's a lovely card. She's really lovely. She's a leader. She leads from behind though. She's not an overt leader. She's flexible. She's a nice person. She's all for peace and compassion. Yeah, I might clarify her as well actually, because I feel like she needs a little bit of explanation there. She's definitely about emotional security, happiness, and I think that's, you know, that's a really nice card to have coming up in the future. It feels very calm, it feels very nice, feels very homely. I feel like she's quite a diplomatic person, and she cares for everyone around her, and I'm being led back to this Six of Crystals again, which is about kindness, about cooperation, about generosity, giving and taking. Yeah, this is a really lovely energy about you. Your external circumstances, your external environment is the Nine of Crystals. This is all about security, abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, comfort, luxury. This is about somebody mastering a craft and really cracking on with it. I feel like there's a very supportive environment around you. People are going to be working hard. People are going to be encouraging you to master your craft. I feel like this is a great reading. There's a lot of nice stuff here. Oh, and she is one of my favourites. This is in your hopes and fears though. This is the Queen of Acorns. And I love her. She's a social butterfly. She's the life and soul of the party. She's full of passion, creativity. But I wonder in this hopes and fears if you're hoping to become the life and soul of the party. I feel there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of people around. I wonder if you worry that you aren't going to be good enough, that you aren't going to be the life and soul of the party, that people are going to not take to you perhaps. I don't know why that came up, but you know, don't worry, really don't worry. I think you can be a leader and you can move forward. And you can just be this life and soul of the party and people will be drawn to you. So don't fear that you can't do it, because you can. You really can. And then at the end here we have the Knight of Shells. He is a marvellous card with this projected outcome. This reading, Capricorn, is all about people. You in relationship to other people. The whole thing. As I look at this now, we've got this don't dim to fit in. It's a lucky time. We've got you collaborating, being around people, socialising with people. We've got you feeling this attitude of gratitude for everything that you've got. We've got you perhaps mixing with some childhood friends, with people from your past. You've been talking to them, you've been feeling quite sentimental. You're moving forwards into this feeling of peace and compassion for other people. This is about nurturing others. It could be that you've just come up with a really nice new idea for your business, or, you know, it could be that you're thinking of starting a business that is helping other people, that is nurturing other people. And I do believe it will bring you abundance. That's, you know, it's not a problem. Your overall sort of energy really is a lot of shell energy. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on here, feelings about what you want. There's a lot of creativity, relationship energy here, a lot of intuitive energy here. But your subconscious and conscious mind are both focusing on the material goods, being grateful for what you have and moving forward into manifesting good things. And I think you'll get there. This Knight of Shells at the end is the charming knight, and I think that's you. I think you are going to be attracting people to you. People are going to see you as somebody to follow, but you're not going to be doing it in an overtly, yes, I'm the leader, follow me. I think you'll be leading from behind a little bit. People will not really know they're being led. Does that make sense? But you will be showing them a new way to be. I'm just fascinated by this. It's really lovely. I'm going to clarify this King of Shells though with what is in the past, I think. And I might do the Six of Crystals actually as well. King of Shells, we've got the Devil. He is about materialism. He can be about self-empowerment, ambition. The shadow self, which we all have. And somebody posted something on Instagram the other day and I thought it was fascinating. Because they said something about how the shadow self isn't the bad part of us, as some people believe that, you know, we have this bad side. That actually isn't a bad side. It's actually the part of us that needs most love, which interested me. So we got this King of Shells. He's a visionary, but he's also a nurturer. There's another one, another nurturer. But he can balance himself through get through the most turbulent of storms. His compassion assists him with dealing sensitively with challenging situations. He enjoys a harmonious environment and works hard to keep it that way. Allow the flow of the current to guide you to the most opportune path. When clarity shines a light on the best direction, remain focused on your destination. But Spirit actually said to me not to go, not to be guided by the tide, particularly, because then you're doomed to fit in. So that's an interesting one. But yeah, then we've got this Devil card. You've perhaps been burned. I don't feel like this Devil card is actually you. I think it's somebody else. I think you have been very compassionate, very kind to some people. And it's bitten you in the bum. So there's this wariness that I'm feeling now. This dimming to fit in. This wariness of giving your whole authentic self to other people in case it costs you friends. My eye was drawn back to the Queen of Acorns over there in your hopes and fears. You desperately want to be the life and soul of the party, but you're worried about the criticism that may come with that because you've been dragged down before. Somebody's been quite mean, I think. But I don't want you to worry about that because this whole thing is about you attracting people. And the Knight of Shells very much attracts people. That's your outcome. You're going to attract a lot of people to you by being authentic. I think, let's clarify the Queen of Shells here. Let's see what that comes up with. Queen of Shells, we've got the King of Wands. He's a great card. He's very optimistic, he's entrepreneurial, he's a visionary. He, guess what, brings people together. And that's what I feel you're going to do. You're going to really provide. There's something really nurturing and calm and possibly maternal about you that draws people to you. People see your kindness and your caring and your compassion. And they are drawn to that. They're drawn to that. Add to that your skills here of, you know, being able to create a beautiful web of things that make people feel secure. And you've got a really lovely reading here. I'd like to drag this out for half an hour, but I'm not going to, because I think really everything that needs to be said is said. I think, you know, this is just all about you building your community, building a tribe of people around yourself, and enjoying it, really enjoying it. And to stop worrying about what other people think of you, is what I'm being told. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Go out there, be yourself, be open, be honest about who you are, what you believe in, and people will be drawn to that. People really will be drawn to that. And now is a lucky time for you with Rabbit there. You know, I just don't feel that there's anything really that can go wrong with what you're doing. You may get some pushback. You know, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's just going to fall at your feet and love you for everything that you say. There will be people that just don't meld with what your message is. They don't really care about what you're trying to say. They won't be drawn to you. They will just not like you. You know, nobody, we can't have everybody like us all of the time. But Spirit is saying don't worry about that. It's not something that you need to worry about, because the people who are bothered, you know, by your message and are critical of it don't matter. And the people that do want it will be there. They'll be there with bells on. I'm going to just check the book on this Rabbit Spirit and see what it says. It says, a sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren and into the light so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You are being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes really when you are co-creating with Spirit, so let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. Now I'm going to read the protection message here because it fits with the rest of this reading. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks, so see this fortunate fertile time, banish your fears, and recognise the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting that you are at the beginning of something. Come out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light, because it is time to birth something new. The other thing that Spirit just said to me while I was reading that is the fact that rabbits live in warrens with loads of other people. They're surrounded by a whole community of people. And I feel that your overarching message here is definitely community. But do not dim. Do not dim to fit in. No matter what people have said to you in the past, no matter whether you've got a wound there where somebody's hurt you because of your thoughts, your opinions, whatever, your methods, don't worry about it. I know it's easy to get bogged down with that sort of stuff, but please don't, because you have a message, people want it, and people will be drawn to you. So I'm going to leave that there, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed giving it, and I will see you next time. With love and magic always, this is Maria Guines signing out.